So there was a terror attack in Jerusalem on September 8th on this highly trafficked road, Ramot Junction, and what I'm going to do in this video is to show that I was making a drawing of this. I made a drawing beforehand, and I'm going to show the time between my drawing and it occurring. But first of all, um, I want to point out how significant this is, considering the tension between Gaza and Israel, and a lot of news around that. And now suddenly there is this terror attack, which I was drawing. As I will show you, there is video evidence, because I create evidence, or I record these videos where I draw the future. So let's look at that. First of all, it occurred on September 8th, 10:13 a.m. Israel Standard Time, which I converted to general GMT time. Okay. If you compare that to my painting, which, I mean, I draw the traffic, I draw the scary person in traffic there, 8:35 p.m. And I have a clock in the video, so you can look at that video if you want, and you can see the time when I was drawing it on September 8th, and that is 34 hours between. So yeah, so in this video you can, or in this drawing that I did, you see this scary face, right? Which symbolizes the terrorist, right? I mean, you can see it as that. So I don't know what more to say, you know. What I'm doing now is simply to do a video about the fact that somehow some people are able to know this beforehand. It's not that I know specifically exactly that this would happen, but obviously when I draw something, I have a lot of thought into it, and as you can see for yourself, like even like I don't know, maybe you know, my channel is so censored here. There's probably researchers watching this because of the validity of what I do. Like I literally collect evidence, present them in as good as I can, and so my channel is probably censored as really much, okay? And I don't like that, of course, because it's not fair to me, but it's not. Anyhow, somehow it's like I'm able to tap into this stuff, you know, significant things that are happening in the world, like top news, yeah. And this is something that I do again and again, and I you know, I am censored, as I said. It's probably someone watching me now, like censoring me and something like that. But what I'm doing is that I'm involving myself into the world like this, expressing that I feel, I can think, and it's like I'm expressing something important here, is what I'm saying. And this is a phenomena Like I'm not going to crawl up to you on my knees and ask for you to stop censoring me. Instead, I'm going to uh, just grow, and eventually you're going to stop. That's what's going to happen, and that's it, you know. And then, you know, as I said, I do these drawings again and again, and it's like it's like I'm involved, even though I'm not calling anyone. I'm not chatting with anyone, you know. I'm just involved anyways. And so you really need to think about what you're doing and stop with this censoring. If there are people watching me that again and again, like you, it seems like you're unable to put one and one together, or like I think you're just pretending, you know, because this is so obvious. I have been like, what did I draw here? I I made a drawing of a vehicle. You see the rectangle to the left of the scary guy. I was drawing a vehicle, and what did I call this drawing? I called it scary traffic. And what happened then? 34 hours later, uh, terrorist attack, highly significant, deciding things in the world like tension between Israel and Gaza. Meanwhile, there is this tension of um, some kind of what is it called? Uh, yeah, like they're about to run over that place, you know. So is it really good to like, do you feel that you are in control? It's basically what I'm asking you. Yes, you are censoring me. Yes, there are people self-censoring because what I'm doing here is uncomfortable. It is like I'm bringing light to another dimension here of thought and expression. And it's uncomfortable and it's scary and it's all sorts of things. And yeah, and as I said, like I'm able to do this again and again. Like I don't know what's is it. Are you supposed to only have fake things on the internet? You know, is the internet supposed to be the collective unconscious, which is fake, like fakeness? Is that the deepest within you? Like, is that what you want on the internet? Fake things, titles, like I'm a professor, you know, someone like that. Uh, you know, all these things. Is that so funny? Well, you know, and trust me, I'm also skeptical of those people considering themselves to have abilities. Believe me, I am, because so when it comes to this psychic abilities, and I feel both sides because I have a scientific background. And so there's a lot of fakeness, a lot of vanity in that also. People thinking that they are so special, but it's all just a shallowness as usual. And so that's what I think. I think it's shallowness as usual. I think it's vanity, you know, as usual. Everything is vanity. Like there's a lot of vanity here in the world, and um, so yeah, because I think maybe some of these censoring people here are thinking like, what would the consequence be to actually show what I'm doing here to the public? And I don't know to what degree I'm censored, but it's a mixture, because yes, it's like the population, like the people don't want to see what I'm doing here, what I'm capable of. You don't want that to sink in, and you don't want it to sink in what you are capable of, something like that, a fear of like, what didn't you do, and because you are accomplished, like you are so accomplished in what you do, and suddenly like there is something that you're not doing, and that's uncomfortable again. So, but like as I'm saying, um, I'm just capable of doing this, and me being capable, like just like anything that is capable of doing something, it just does it, and I just do this. So um, the question is, it's kind of like this movie. Do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. We are on a collision course where who's the chicken? I don't know. Like I'm not going to stop doing this, and still, it's going to continue to touch into this world news, and so on. And you keep trying to push that down, because it's uncomfortable, it's alien, it's unheard of, and so on. But it's how it is, and um, again, I repeat what you see here on my drawing. Well, you see a scary thing in the traffic, a scary thing, a scream mask, a silent scream is a word that's popping up in my head, like a scream that cannot, uh, doesn't have time to come out. That's something that's in that uh, I'm thinking of, that I didn't really paint. But also it's like that. And I want you to know that what I'm doing here is a mixture of analysis and real thought combined with the human experience of being human. Like what I'm doing is that I'm actually empathetic to the human condition to the degree that I can see things in the future. That's basically how it is. But also, this is also connecting personally to me in a way that I'm able to like be lucky in having uh, the right kind of perception, or like perceiving what is noteworthy. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like uh, being handed uh, things to see, something like that. Um, like imagine you're eating something uh, like a delicacy. Okay, so I can I am served with delicacies to see, and this kind of perception, it's like I'm lucky in that way. And that is a huge part, that like it's really a big part, that I'm simply lucky. Okay, I'm constantly uh, lucky. Okay, it just continues, this luck, as if I'm served things to see, something like that. But it truly works. I'm able to document it in a scientific manner. And, you know, I've done some videos about people being cocksuckers, you know, and it's kind of how it is, you know. It's like you rather like to suck cock, you know. I don't know what to say. It's like that, you know. It's like that. It's really like that. It's like a chain of doing that, a circle of cocksucking, circle jerking, you know, and which, if I'm not doing that, then I'm not welcome, you know. That's how it is. And what can I do? I can just continue because I'm able to do this, you know. And it's getting uncomfortable because it's affecting the world a lot, you know. It is. What I'm doing here is also inducing a resonance, which is um worrying. It is worrying, yes, but still, again, it still feels like a part of the human condition. It's like, for a while I thought that, okay, the world is going to break, but in another way, it feels like it's supposed to be like this. This time interaction for a while felt like, okay, something is going to break. But I just kept going, you know, because, uh, yeah. Because why? Because um, it is not the responsibility of the lab rat to care about its about the robustness of its environment. The lab rat is living, like, I can philosophically see myself as something living within an environment, and it's not my responsibility that an environment cannot hold me. It's not my problem. It's not my problem that the environment can't hold me. And so, as the time is about to break, like it felt like that a lot, many times, I feel that it's not my problem. So seriously, I don't think it's my problem. And then at the same time, it feels like also it's like by design that no, it does not break like this. I don't know, you know. Maybe it will break eventually. I don't know. Okay, but it's really getting, maybe it's a bit uncomfortable here how accurate this is. And there's been many things that I've been doing, and there's a lot of drawings. Like, for example, like a great example is the power outage in Europe, 50 million people, France, Spain, and Portugal, on the 28th of April 2025. So 4 days before that, I cut into a network of painted cord. And you know, when I do this, I cut into the network. It's not really that I'm sensing the future. It's more like I'm like engaging with reality in some kind of expression, you know, that, okay, I cut into a network of paint, and then the electricity breaks. That is, it becomes something that is as I said, many things are alive, you know. More things are alive than you believe it to be. And so what happened? There were atmospheric uh, irregularities that officially caused the power outage on April 28th. But Yeah, it was nature itself doing it. You see what I mean? It's like nature is suddenly at its very, like if you were to make a model of what can a building resist, what can engineering hold, then nature will go to its limit to 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 challenge the engineering. It is uh, it is a sort of chaos that leaves in a way a sense of being unable to build the yeah, okay. uh I Let's end the video now. I'm just saying that what happened here is a continuation of what I'm capable of, and I repeat, what do you see in my drawing? You see traffic, and what do you see over there? Well, in this Wikipedia article, well, it's about the traffic, what you see on the image. You see a road on the image, the Ramot Junction shooting. So it's about commuters in traffic being shot by a terrorist, you see. Oh, so it's very obvious, this one. And yeah, so what I'm doing here is like I am using, like, I have a background in physics. Actually, I have a master of science in physics. I know how to think, I know how to solve. I am like a problem solving mind, and I use my ability to analyze to know how things work, like beyond in this way also, when it comes to it's hard to explain all of this, but what I'm saying is that is that is that I've been always interested in science and knowing how things work, and truly going the hard way when it comes to that, and figuring out nature and so on. Contrary to all the fake people, sorry to say, but they went, like, in a way, yeah, humanitarians, like they only, those that only were dancing for all of their lives, they were only doing humanitarian expression of dance, singing, and all of that. Yeah, it's like they missed something. It's like there is something that's lacking there also. And yeah, it's hard to believe that this actually happening here. What's happening? But that's how it is. Like, this is how it is. And maybe some like higher powers of society, if you realize what I'm doing here, that yes, like this drawing here predicted this one, which was 34 hours later, then maybe you would draw the conclusion that taking me out, I'm not so sure that that's a good idea, to be honest, to even take me out, because it's like I'm so connected that it could create a wound in all of this that you have around you. Like, it's truly something that I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, as I said, it would be a wound. I don't know if it's even possible to take me out, I don't think it's possible. But I'm just saying also, like, if it would be possible, I think it's a bad idea. But yeah, like, personally, I don't think so. That I don't think you can. Okay, I don't think you can do that. So anyhow, um, this was the latest drawing, right? As you see in front of you. Then you had this one. You had the sun. You had the worst, the warmest heat record, and all of this with what was it? Heat record in Turkey, Israel, warmest night in Israel, something like that. And France, all the fires, you had Japan, you had a lot of places. Um, the sleeping thing we had before that. You know, I don't know. Like it's like all of this is becoming a charade. You know, people are playing a charade. Let's pretend that this is not important. You know, that's the charade, and that's if that's the way you want to go. You know, that's how it is. But as I said, it's like consciousness and sentience is eroding as we speak, you know, and if that's your choice, then again, it's outside of my control if that's your choice. So that's it. See you guys. Like I'll be continuing to draw things that are like this is a kind of potency in art, in drawing that I'm doing, and maybe my art or you know, I don't want to talk about that. Let's not talk about that too much. uh, so that's it, you know. This is what's happening. um, let's see what's happening now in Gaza and Israel. As I said, it's a it's a sensitive moment in time. And who knows would have happened if I wouldn't have made this drawing? Who knows? You know? You know what I mean? Who knows? And that's maybe that's scary, you know, but this is reality. This is how it is, guys. You have to mature to that, okay? And that's it. See you guys. Bye.